Yeah, conscience.
Me no out for pop it. Pull up to me, bro.
Yeah.
Pull up to me, pull up to me, pull up to me, bro. Pop it. Pull up to me, bro.
Yeah.
Pull up to me, pull up to me, pull up to me, bro. Me no out for pop it. 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 Me no out for
Just pull up to me bumper, pull up to me bumper. I'm in a long shot everything. And just bend me over, pull up to me bumper. Hold your key and submitting.
When we pull up to your bumper, pull up to your bumper. Make sure the parts them genuine. Up on this house, shoulder park and pull over. Then me have to drive up the limousine.
Kia ora whānau, we're here for game 4. Doing it by myself, I'm falling a bit behind on some of the games, so just going to get this one out so we can get into game 5 and then State of Origin, which was today. But back to this game, we've got two young fellas that are really top of their games, I reckon, and when it comes to R&B touch, Ziah v Kael. And I always think it's a good thing as well, these young boys put their hand up for captaining. Probably when I was younger, I thought, captaining was just about or teaching people structures and that, but as I've got older, it's more about man management, being able to deal with different personalities. So I think it's good that everybody puts their hands up to captain at least once. It's it definitely helps you in many aspects of life. But back to this, we team red, Ziah's team, solid team. We got Ziah, Renzo, Quinn, Huge, Dom, and Corday as mids. Colin, Eli, Grayson, Patience, Kerry, and Ethan Christie, links, and Lee, Goddard, and Taika as the wingers. Players to watch, we've got Ziah and Renzo, top 5 MVP, top 5 attackers, and top 5 defenders. So, really at the top of their games, Ziah and Renzo. Then we've got Quinn as a top 5 defender, and also we have Yujo from Raro, which is always a good thing. Captain King Cardio. Team Blue, we have Charlie, Captain Kael, myself, TJ and Levi, Millie, Malia, Ricardo, Alessandra, Clint and Bryn as our links, and then we got D, Benji, Hebron, and my nephew Lennox on debut. Players to watch, we've got Levi, his top 5 attacker and defender, and then we have Levi and Charlie, top 5 in the MVP race. So two super strong teams there. I think it will come down to who's, rides their momentum the longest and probably runs the style that works for their team the best. But now we go see what they say by themselves from the horse's mouth, Kael and Ziah. Alright, we're here with Red Captain Ziah. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, looking fresh, bro. I reckon you'll play fresh if you look fresh. What's your go-to intro song, bro? Hype you up.
Intro song?
If you were to listen to something that gets you going, bro.
No, you put me on the spot now, I don't know.
Nah, anything good beat, works, eh?
Yeah, probably some like Kingdom Melodies, you know.
No wonder you always win, bro. How you reckon you'll win this if you take the dub today?
I reckon just use my my Troopers pod. I put my Troopers pod all together with us, so I would just use that. Yeah. And then the other pod can be like, I don't know, defense really. Yeah.
Just get you the ball back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all the best, bro. I reckon you guys will go awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Sweet, brother.
Hello everybody, welcome back to R&B Sundays. This is an interview with Kael Marsh, the blue team captain. I got one question for you today.
Yep.
It's kind of like a two-part question. What do you think the strongest aspect of our team is, and what do you think the weakest aspect of our team is?
I think we got a lot of good skill upon us in that too, but to be able to, we got to be able to play together as well too. So, yeah.
Like a family.
Yeah, exactly. Like ainga in whānau.
Yeah. And then what do you think we're going to have to work on the most, or might be a bit of a struggle for us today?
Well, they got a lot of young guns in that too, so, and we got a lot of old fellas, but...
Oh, yeah.
Nah, it's all good.
It's like the worst sides of both spectrums, eh?
It's all good. We'll see what the game turns out in that.
Alright, back to you, Richie.
Yeah, so we heard there from the captains. So first off, we got Ref, we got Finn. We're always a pleasure to have him down reffing. Blue team starting, we have Hebron, TJ, Kael, Charlie, Alessandra and Benji. They're defending against Taika, Renzo, Captain Ziah, Quinny, Grayson and Lee. So there's quite a bit of siblings out there for this. And family connections, Hebron and Benji, Quinn and Ziah, Lee and Grayson. So yeah, it should be a good game. Early on, I think you're going to see probably Ziah in this set, and early on, as we're going to see here, probably them try and use their energy and their speed to get around, make 3-on-2s, 4-on-3s. You can see here they're just working their way down the field early on. They probably won't want to go too deep in the playbook early in this game. So as we can see, we start with that quickie, but that was a good shove there from... they kind of make numbers. They kick it back. Oh, that's a great read from Benji. Hand over there, yep. That was a great read on the wing to shut that down. That was a league-style shut where you just take time away. So that was really good from the boys. And blue. So I reckon they were probably with the 3 pods of trying to get off early. Oh, Thunder bites off a little bit more than he can chew there. Probably was on, actually, to be fair. It's probably just, a bit of skill there. But the actual play was probably the correct call. Try and get outside. I think that's probably the next phase of our subsetting, is to use the winger as the extra man overlap instead of driving down for them always, maybe using through the hands because we see a lot now. Oh, great dive there from Taika. It's a good little battle there, Hebron against Taika. But I've seen it firsthand. Taika's dive is really already at an exceptional level. He definitely slides across the ground really low. So unless you're committed, all the make numbers again, they kick it back to Patience. Good touch there, but hand over there. Yeah, so like I said with the subset, we're probably looking as the next level of play when it comes to it is here. So Colin there as the link comes up, so it wasn't on. But if we get that winger up, probably checking that ball off and making extra meters. So we get over to a middle here. Looking for a plant for them to go scoop short side. Levi uses his great turn of pace. Benji's looking around. He's saying, where's our other winger? But that happens sometimes in the subset. The Reds getting straight back into their work. That's a good start to their set there. As we know, if you can get your third touch near halfway, that's giving you 2 more touches to drive in. He's, in my opinion, one of the most improved players so far in Renzo. Obviously, his tag background hasn't hindered him from learning probably a few savvy skills that come from having to play touch at a high level. Oh, and they've popped out beautifully for a try. Huge gets it here. So we can see here, if we look... I looked to shut and be inside, but then it was a beautifully timed pass there from Quinny. It was kind of like Sam Walker in the State of Origin. He kind of glides it out, and then Nuge hits the ball perfectly and catches me very tight there, and our winger and our link probably still man on. So as we know, it's either all shut or all man on. You can't have half man on, half shut. So probably comms there. Probably a lack of comms on my part to tell them to shut early. But it was a very well disguised play there. Huge kind of hid behind and didn't look like he was coming to wrap to the open side. But we probably looked to try and hit back pretty early here. Oh, they run a splitter. It's been tipped forward, I think. I think it was. What's he calling? Yeah. So it wasn't thrown forward, but it was tipped, I think, and then went forward. So that hands us another set on the line here. Levi, Rick, and myself. So we're running what we call a C1 here. Oh, beautifully run play. So C1 is basically a sweeper on the link. So we see here Rick and Levi middle, and then they give to me at link. I plant on the link, and then Levi's wrapped around from his middle position and tries to catch that link off. So it's kind of like a punish kind of style where we try and isolate the link. So that's, yeah, early on, 1-1. Keys to success, I reckon blue is to get to the end of their sets, keep not trying to make mistakes, misdirection plays because red is so fast. So misdirection are like switches and changes of direction. Be aware of defenders in the channel, so they like to get up in the channel a lot and defend as a team. Red probably use their speed, probably look to run us around. Lateral use of the ball, so spreading it a lot. Switching and cutting as well, so they're using their speed against us. And be nice and compact because we're probably an older team. We're probably going to look to run plays closer to the middle, quickie style plays, short plays. So they've got to be nice and compact and rely on their speed to be able to chase out and get back to man on if they have to. But yeah, that's what I would say. But that sees the game early on. What's that, 5 minutes in, 1-1. Good start by both teams. Oh, pops it over. Sorry. I'm always doing these commentaries quite late, so I'm always having a drink. Sorry. But the ball was tipped, so that sees a reset. They're looking to set up here. Dom's got that very loping style, kind of chill. You think he's chill, but then he catches you off with footwork or speed. He's quite graceful with the ball. This here runs a nice quickie. Carries nice scoop there. They try and make... Oh, the tunnel ball. Collins taking it back to Pakuranga High School. With the tunnel ball. I think they got one more play here, I think. So they run a... Oh, that's a great setup. Oh, but another great read from Benji. He's doing some solid wing defense there. A perfect shot. But we can see here the old tunnel ball through the legs. You haven't seen that for a while. But the blue team are going to look to double up on 2 sets. So with... see what happens here. Oh, there's the loping legs of Lee Goddard running off for a try. So that's what we were talking about before, about those wingers and links channeling. So we can see that Lee stays up in the channel. So what we probably want to say there, without singling anyone out too crazy, if we have Clint there, if you go back and watch it, chopping, or what in leagues that was, if they call it an unders line, if he runs inside where Lee was, then Lee has to make a decision to chase in to hit Clint or chase out, so then it gives a better, clearer option for the passer. But in that case, maybe both of them were running outlines, so Lee stood in front of both of them and had a good channel to try and attack the ball, which he did. It still takes confidence and a skill to be able to run that, and he obviously, high risk, high reward, made the right play, stepped in front of the ball, ran the field. Great try there. He takes it to that 2-1. You can see here, it's a great husband-wife combo there, Levi and Millie. So he's telling somebody to sweep, I think, maybe Brent. And now I'm set up on the link. So whenever you can, when it comes to a link play, oh, huge knocks the ball down. But whenever you get that style, whenever you get that look, sorry. So if you get a link wanting to make touches, you have to punish, which is a short side, which is a quickie on his short side, so towards his wing. And that gives you the best chance to... So run another quickie. Oh, he slides under Eli, I think, but Renzo, close to the ground himself, he makes a great touch there. So again, we try and set up a quickie. Oh, pops it over to Hebron. Oh, a great recovery touch there from Grace. Finn signals last touch. Oh, almost gets 2 bites of the cherry there, Hebron. But yeah, I think Blue would be happy with that set. Like we threw a lot of tack at the line and gave ourselves plenty of options to score there. That's all you can ask for in a set of 6 on the line. Give yourself plenty of options and chances to score. But you can already get a sense early on that speed is going to be a factor here. Like the Ziahs, the Graysons, they are spreading the field, like we said in the keys to winning. And then you chuck in the Cordays, the Doms, the Lees. There's a lot of speed on their team, which means we're gonna. Ooh, we got lucky there. Is that we're gonna be having to defend big spaces because of their speed. So looking to work this up the field. Oh, ball was tipped. It's probably the most ideal situation you could ask for in that situation is another set on the line. We're still like half a field out, so see here, Kael I reckon will be wanting to make amends. It's never a good feeling to get intercepted on, but there's some great setups. Oh, it had got to be close to offside there, but the refs called him okay. That's fine. We always go with what the ref says. Set up again. Oh. So you see, if you look there is a massive piece of acreage between the winger, who is Taika on defense, and the link. So why I say that is because if you have your link out there chopping in or running in unders, that is a massive gap for him to score in. Because the link's looking to save, so he's looking to shut. So because Taika's looking maybe to man on there, the link will have a free run. So I always believe that any play you run has got to have 2, 3, 4 parts running smoothly. So in that case, it was a great strike dump. Kael picked up, it was beautiful, like he ran the right line. But what probably held him? Oh, read it right there, like on every set, almost scoring. But yeah, so what was the only thing was missing is probably our link was not chopping wider than where he was. So that just meant that Kael really only had the one option, which was the winger. But because Taika was manning on, there was nothing there. Oh, Grayson stepped up and channeled as well. So that's the danger, that high risk. So we look here, see Grayson, instead of chasing Bryn to try and make that touch, he's actually looking to channel and take away the pass. And he's banking on you looking to pass the ball. It's very hard, it's easy now to say, look, you shouldn't have done this, you should have done this, but when you're in the game, it's not as clear cut. So it takes probably many repetitions of playing and seeing the game that you realise, look, and playing against Grayson as well. So when you play a lot against Grayson, probably I'd say Grayson and Lee are similar in this way, in that they look to intercept the ball. So they look to channel or get in. Channel just means get in between the link and the winger. So instead of man marking on their winger, they'll look to set up in between players, looking for that pass. So in situations where you go up against guys that like to channel a lot, you have to dummy the ball a lot, and you have to reset, and you have to do things of that nature. Play deeper so that they can't channel. So what I mean by that is that when you're running the play, say you're a middle and you're looking to pass out, and the Graysons and the Lees of this world are standing in between your link and your winger, you have to look to, as a link, be deeper, a lot deeper. So you take that option away from them. But like I said, it's easier to say that now, a lot harder in the game when the game's moving so fast. So we've got Eugene Corday here, youth and experience. Old dog and the young dog. Scoops away again. Oh, that is a great touch from Marlia on her husband. What a great touch. Oh, but you can never count out Huge. You see here, but Lee does a great job to get under Lennox there, but he was just probably betrayed by the sideline there. But, yes, I think in most games, even though there was probably a little bit of professionalism there by Corday, that's got to be called a drop ball in most games. A little bit of onus on the ball carrier there. So I'll say early on, like it's 3-1, but it's got the feeling that Red are really in a mood to play the game today, like throw the ball around. Oh, that's great defense, Sonny. Sticking to a far more agile player there. Oh, but Ziah is in a red hot mood to want to play the game, like I just said, and that's a great dive. It's a one-on-one touch, and that's literally if you're a Ziah of this world, if you're a Ziah, a Renzo, that's what you want. You don't necessarily need an overlap, like players like myself, the Jonos, the Kaels, probably would prefer an overlap so they can just pick, dummy and go, hit the right player. But a Ziah probably doesn't necessarily want an overlap. He wants a one-on-one. And that's great. That's the drummies of this world. That's the Benji Marshalls, the Sean Johnsons. They want a one-on-one more so than necessarily an overlap. And you can see there why. He's got supreme confidence to believe that he's better than the player he's competing against. So, that's a great recovery touch from Grayson. But maybe like a little need there to give that ball off the ground, to give Kael as much time as he can. It's okay. It's still a good play. And that's alright as well. Obviously not a try, but probably second best thing you could want in that after a set, and that's leaving it in the far corner, making them have to work all the way out and get all the way over to. You can see there they've got to put in a lot of work to get it over to their subset, and that's a great touch from Clint there. We can see here there's still 3 inside, just 4 just going over halfway now, but that's a great hit. That gets them like near the 10-meter line, ready for their last hit. Oh, and a little bit of movement off the ball has got them a try there to Eli. They did everything right here, Blue. You can see here, look, it's man on, 3-on-3. TJ sticking to him like glue, but the only thing that probably, like I mentioned to Sonny here, not a bad thing, but he's running to the inside of Eli. So that means that once the ball gets to him, Eli's on the outside of him. So whenever you play man on, you just want to make sure you're on the outside of your player, not the inside. Happy to be on the inside if you shut, but so if you're on the outside there, then Eli can't get outside you. He has to step back in, which means that you can engage the shut and leave the far winger. That's okay. That's all learnings, but yeah, just just because Sonny shot up to the inside of Eli. Eli got an outside opening on him, which means there's no one to help Sonny out on the outside. So set here, probably a rapid improver, and especially when it comes to quickies. Levi, he's definitely improved his quickie out of sight. Oh, and they get like a little quickie step back here. So Rick runs a quickie, gets the ball back, and Levi just bounces to the outside of Dom and finds a gap. Like I said, I think Levi is a massive improver in the season of touch. Even Millie, not even Millie, I mean and Millie. Millie and Levi as a married couple and as touch players are probably rapid improvers in the game. Millie and Marlier are probably definitely like two of the more dominant link female or girl defenders. Like there's no try on Millie and Marlier, just automatic when they're at link. They're great defenders. Different style defenders, but both great defenders. Millie's actually got great leg speed. Oh, good touch from Charlie there. So Millie relies on her leg speed, and it probably gets a lot of guys false sense of security, thinking, oh, they just get run around her, but she's actually really quick. Oh, what a try from Taika. Here's his dive on full display. So Ziah kicks to the outside. We can see he's still got a lot of work to do, but he literally slides underneath. He literally is sliding across the ground. And that is his debut try in R&B. And like I said, it's going to be one of many tries for Taika. His technique is like superlative. It's very, very high. So that's the thing I like where they talk about. You know, talent, yeah, we'll get you some. 8 seconds left. One play, I think. Last play. Oh. Yes, that was it. That was the end. It could have been called for offside, but no. The ref said he was fine, and that's like we said, we always go for the ref. But that takes us to half time. Game 4, 6-2, red. And so that tries to Huge, Lee, Grayson, Ziah, Eli, and Taika. And that's for blue, we got 2 tries to Levi in the 5th and 18th minute. So it feels scary, this game, a little bit. Blue have definitely got the talent, but Red just feel like they're in that one of those moods. Everything's sticking in, and to be fair as well, they've got some great coaching in this game. They've got Jono on the sideline, and he was talking to me saying, "Oh, are you okay with that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, coaching makes people better, makes the games better." And Captain Fantastic leading from the front, Ziah Parko, player of the half. He's already got himself a try, an assist, a strike dump assist, 2 kickouts. So kickouts just basically when you're driving, you step to the side and get past your man and make extra meters. So he's 2 of those, and he's throwing 5 touches for good measure. What a start! If this is the beginning of the bleached bomber, blonde-haired Ziah, then I'm sure we can expect many more great games. But yeah, so second half, with the Red are going to send out Jet, Colin, Corday, Dom, Eli, and Lee on defense, while Blue are going to attack with Hebron, TJ, the captain Kael, Charlie, Sanga, and Benji. Oh, same team as the first half. So the defensive first half team is now their attacking second half team. I think you'd want to look for here. I would always think like it's actually a good setup. Blue you've got here. You've got a passer in Kael. You've got a strike dumper in Charlie. And you've got probably like a little bit of X-Factor speed in TJ. So there's probably the whole playbook open to you for this. Yeah, I think Red, if they're going to send that team out, they're going to rely on probably a bit of man-on. Eli's probably a man-on defender. Dom and Correa both man-on style defenders. So that works really well for all. You can see there they put a lot of pressure on early. Oh, then we mentioned with Sunny, just got to watch that plant. You've got to make sure the ball doesn't roll too far. But they've got a good setup. They set up straight off of Rooster. That's okay. I would be happy with that. Blue captain, if I was, I would be happy with that. That's a good set ending on a Rooster at the line. Now, I talk a lot to the young boys about this, is that you have to sequence in touch. So if you want to run a Rooster block or a red Rooster, which is a play where you don't give the short, you just scoop it, and other style variations off the Rooster, you have to run the Rooster first. Oh, great set from Red to get all the way up and almost attack the line. Yeah, so you've got to remember the sequence. So if you want to run a Rooster block, you have to run a Rooster first, or else the first vision the defensive scene of your play is the block if you run it first. So they're going to be able to defend it a lot better. If they see a Rooster first, then they're going to, next time they see the same shape, they're going to go, oh, here we go, here's a Rooster. Then you run the variation of the Rooster block on, and the way they play it is for a normal Rooster. So that's how it works. So yeah, just remember that when you want to run plays, you want to run a ninja, it's very good to run a quickie first. Just to get them to, just for you to see how they're going to defend it. Same thing, if you want to run an OZ, it's very hard to run a successful OZ, which is a fake quickie pass out to the link, a rip it open side link. Very hard to run that if you don't run a quickie first. So yeah, just try and remember the sequence when you attack. Oh, the late switch. Huge, switches it back, cuts it back, pops it over. Oh, beautiful work. What a try. So you see here, they switch it, so they get Levi chasing out. Levi's chasing in, then he steps back out huge, pops it over, gets Marley shutting, which he has to, pops it over again, and even with that valiant dive from Levi, that is some exceptional attacking touch. Just eyes up footy, that is. It's beautiful work. And one thing you'll get when Nuge plays is not only experience and heart, like he literally will never give up, Nuge. You'll get that heads up footy. And I think this a lot, like especially as I get older and I probably mature a little bit watching touch, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Yes, structure's great. Yes, structure works for heaps of people. Yes, it's good to learn structure so that you can learn how to manipulate the structure. But also, if a player is an attacker and is a free-flowing attacker, he's far better playing free-flowing touch. If you try and push him into a box of playing structured touch all the time, you're going to get a far worse version of him. So that's, like I said about, it's good that we all learn how to captain here and there, because captaining teams is far more about man management than it is structure and teaching people plays. It's learning how to relate to other people, learning how to get the best out of people, and that's why I like to share the captaining around. It's more to help people to learn how to adapt and deal with different personalities, rather than trying to go out there and be a scientist, basically. Oh, great defense from Renzo there. So he held off. Even when I faked the pass, he held off and then he shut last minute. That's ideal shutting defense. Taking up space so I can't just run through, and then shutting me when I've run out of every option I can. Oh, so we're shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit here. We're getting the ball back in good positions, but we're probably not taking care of it like we should. And you see there what I was talking about with Millie. Her strength is her leg speed. So Ziah is a very quick guy, does her on the outside, but she has recovery speed where he doesn't run in the field. Like if you have Millie playing on your team, she's a very strong player defensively and fast player. And that's a good setup there. Malia probably leans more into structure from her rep days. So she's very hard to beat because she knows when to shut. She has a very high cerebral ceiling when it comes to what's the best way to defend. She knows what she should do. Oh, but we're getting the short end of the stick when it comes to defensive plays working against us. You can see here again, Lee is channeling. Look where he is. He's right up inside the link, and he is just hedging all his bets on the fact that he is going to catch the ball. Now you've got to respect somebody that has that confidence, because you think about it, if the ball was just a little bit higher, Lennox literally walks that in. But like I said, high risk for a high reward. Those are those 2-point tries, really, when you think about it. It's literally we lose a try and they score a try. So, like I said, definitely tip of the cap to both Grayson and, at this point, Lee. Really putting all his eggs in the channeling basket and coming up tops. I think that's his hat trick. So, like in the blink of an eye, it's 8-2. You can see there that this is a very strong defensive pod here. You can see here, even Patience, he's taking a lot of time off Blue. He's not really giving us any time. And even though we are hooting and hollering, I think it was touch pass there. This is a very strong pod defensively. Quinn, Renzo, Grayson and Patience. You can see here the benefits of having a strong winger that knows the structure in this case. You see Taika, he's always there at the ball. He's following wherever they go because he knows that he's going to take care of touches 3 to 4. Now here they've gone away from the latch, but it doesn't matter. Taika's always ready if they do latch it. So for those that don't know, latch is just the first person that comes on. Typically your link and trying to plant it on the middle closest to your sub box. Now if you get that latch, the rest of the players coming on automatically make a 4-on-3. But Taika's always ready to pick that up, and that comes from the winger picking the ball up and moving everyone else across a position. I'll try and describe it next time they do it. You see here, Huge pops out again. Oh, they are literally having a field day. It's a wingers party today. You can see here, Jet gets his name on the board. So Huge just pops out to the outside here, and he kind of lollipops it late. TJ's definitely got questions there. He's pointing. I think he's talking maybe touch pass, maybe forward pass, but he's pointing. I think he was saying where Jet caught it was way in front of where Huge passed it. But hey, it's in the newspapers now. It's already history. 9-2. At this point, 11 minutes ago, it's literally Nick's mentality. You just have to try and chip away. Not look at the end score, just try and chip away and try and stack a few positive plays in a row. So we can see here, me and Levi. Oh! Oh, I think I nabbed one here. Yes, I do. So what we see here is a step back in and jump away from the step. And Ziah made the call there that he touched me, and I'm sure he did. That was cool, but Finn made the call that Ziah never made the line. So while Quinn hit the line and came back up, he missed the touch. And Ziah made it, but he never made the line. So Finn made the call to say that was a try. So, yeah. Got lucky and nabbed me a try of, what's that? 9-3. Even with that try, it looks thing. But that's part of that chip away. You now, if you're a captain, just things I would probably saying is like, that's one try, boys. We just keep chipping away one try at a time. Don't worry about the 9. We just worry about the 3. Oh, look at Renzo. So twinkle toes, man. So we're looking forward here. Oh, that's some great defense from Levi, but that's an exceptional play as well. Very unlucky not to score there. We're running another play here. Oh, Lee is having a field day. 4 try. So we see here, that's what you got to be careful about. That's what I'm saying. Sonny made the touch there. He was the link. Whenever links make touches, regardless of who it is, you should look to punish short side. Because you can just get one step outside him. It's very hard for that link to recover. So what I did there as a middle, Sonny, I went underneath and tried to take up that space, the link. But Ziah did a well-timed pass to Lee, who was running a great channel on the wing, and he dotted it down in the corner. So that's 10-3. 10-3. That's literally 4-1 since halftime. So Red are really in a mood. They really are in a mood to score tries, basically. This is good rucking. They get... Oh, yes. I think it's a try. Yes. So you see here, he plants it on the 7. And we can see that Dom never makes the line. So Finn was right there. Perfect positioning from the ref. And he literally made the call. So what we want to do there... So, you might ask, well, it's very hard. Like, how's Dom going to get back to the line and make the... touch? Yes, you're right. It is a hard one, and that is why we try and depend in that situation on corner and shut. So what we want there is Dom to carry on that line that he was taking to the left of the screen, cornering, and when Charlie steps back, his middle partner hits Charlie, makes a touch on Charlie, so that everybody jams in, and we only leave the far winger, which is a really long pass. Not impossible pass, but it's definitely a harder try than this one-on-one. Ooh, good intercept from Kael here. Jet makes a great touch. Oh, they've got... Oh, that's probably been the tail of the tape for the blue team. It's probably like all these little half chances, and the tail of the game is probably that the half chances red have taken, and blue have probably not. Have probably bombed a little bit of their half, 50% chances. Oh. And I think Jet has become the recipient of another try. It's literally an avalanche of tries at this stage. And just that experience from Hughes. Look at that. He kicks outside Kael and pops it around. Could have been called a touch. Definitely not out of the realms of possibility. But it's probably a 50-50. Like the cat play on call is probably not wrong as well. But it's definitely proven red to be just a high octane attacking team today. They've literally left their foot on the gas pedal the whole game when it comes to tries. You can probably see it a little bit in body language here. You read it all upright, confident, ready to carry on the game. Blue are probably a little bit of, myself included here, hands on hips, a little bit lethargic, lazy to start the game back up. That sounds harsh, but it's just body language. It's just how humans work. You know, we get a little bit dejected when we're down 11-4. So we see here, we're probably taking a while to set up, but it looks like we want a roost to set up. Oh, we rip it long, but that's great recovery from Taika and Carey. So the Hookyoungers proved to be defensively sound on that play. And that's probably another thing that holds you in good stead when you're wanting to not really pile on points, is that you make sure that the tries you scored are not followed by a try from the other team. So they defended the set, and it obviously stretches that. Oh, and to add further salt into the wound, Grayson down the sideline. See here, Patience with a slider hand. Great footy player, old Patience. He's got a little bit of everything. He's a bit of a jack of all trades. He gives you effort, energy, gives you like good draw and pass. He gives you good footwork, gives you intensity, gives you big loud comms, like all the things you'd probably want in a good link. Yeah. So in a lot of situations, some really good R&B touch players can do a lot of things on the field, but would still struggle in that situation to create that 2v1 down the sideline and have the ability and the nous to pass the ball. Like a lot of times they want to stick to the structure. Like in that situation, like maybe Patience just drive in a plant, but Patience can play heads up and see what's needed. And it obviously the outcome is another try. Oh, but Blue just never stopped trying. And my old nephew Lennox gets himself a try. So you see here, Levi does a nice split on his quickie. And you can see there, look, this is where the channeling probably doesn't work. But we've probably not been able to take advantage of it as much as we should have or wanted to. So we see there that Grayson and Lee are very tight there. So as soon as Levi gets outside his defender, the little pop-over pass to Lennox ends up in a try. But you probably say, if we were talking a boxing match, the channeling by Lee and Grayson has probably won most of the rounds. Blue would just be able to get one back.
4 minutes.
So we've got 4 minutes left, 12-5. What a score. I don't even know if Rita finished the way they're playing though. Still throwing it around with reckless abandon at the moment. They've got a strong team on at the moment as well. If you can play Ziah at link, you're doing alright. Oh! I think he's dropped it, but they've called a repeat set offside, I think. They've called somebody offside. So setting up again, Cookie. Open side. Oh! I think repeat set again. I think he's called Kael offside there. So we can see there that this is their third set on the line. Oh! and he's caught the winger probably trying to sneak and channel here as well. He's long way in. He's probably done what Lee and Grayson have done all game, and he's set up inside the link there. He's a long way in. Bryn there, but like I said, for Lee and Grayson, it's worked. Probably the difference to that situation is that Ziah was able to identify where the space was very early on. So if you're going to channel like that, or you're going to play like that, you've got to have your middle and your link really playing fast. So taking away the time, whereas Ziah probably had too much time there to think about what to do. And he obviously, as any good footballer will, he picked the right option. But Blue have another chance still. So we've got Ziah and Kael and Charlie. But Red are defending well. So then they get the ball back. Like I said early on, if you're going to really rack up the score, you have to defend your tries. So they scored, and then they didn't let a try in, so that's perfect. We see, and then they ruck well as well. So we've got Carey already crossing halfway, and then Ziah just keeping up that momentum. Oh, Blue look almost out on their feet at this stage. I reckon they're probably just wanting the final buzzer to go. So I think they're looking to stay. Hugh's got a good shot on Charlie there. So I think they're setting it for the last. Take advantage of her. Probably the ref's call gave us the luck. So we see here he switched, and Hughes did make a touchback there, and we probably get away with maybe a little bit off the mark. Hughes, and then I'd probably just pounce on the fact that Hughes is behind the play of the ball and probably grab as much a consolation try as you can get. That only makes it 13-6. But like I said, it's probably touch as well. It can balloon out from 8-6 to 13-6 in the matter of 5 minutes of intense play, or play with that you dominate. And we just to finish it off, literally 7 seconds. Grayson picks up a hat trick as well. He just really uses his foot speed. He's got great foot speed. He'd probably be close to, if not the fastest guy in R&B. And he's proven to be somebody that you just can't take lightly. That actually ends the game. Full time, 14-6. 4 tries to Lee, 3 tries to Grayson, 3 tries to Jet. Literally 3 guys getting you 10 tries. Great performance by Red, led by their captain Ziah. And even though Blue tried hard, it just wasn't their day today. Got tries to Levi, myself, Charlie, Lennox and Clint. But yeah, full credit to the Red team and Ziah. Some great performances all around. There's probably anybody could have got the MVPs in their team, but it ended up being Ziah with his try, 3 assists, 3 strike dumps, 3 kickouts and 14 touches. Lee Goddard with his 4 tries and 2 intercepts. And Levi trying hard for the Blue team with his 2 tries, 2 assists, 2 strike dump assists, 10 touches and 2 try saving touches as well. So yeah, everybody obviously deserved the MVPs, but obviously, especially on the Red team, probably another 3, 4, 5 guys that could have got MVP. But yeah, another shout out to Finn as well for reffing makes a massive difference. So that's us. Game 5. Well, the next game was in Palmy, Malie versus Ethan. Great to see young players again putting their hands up to ref, captain. Sorry. So I'll get that one up as soon as I can, and then we'll see you for that one. Tōwha.